So,
I see it what I
are you
see it.
are you saying that like with I'll use you. I wasn't gonna say Marcus. I was gonna since Auntie brought that up. Like saying so if a guy had a past where he consistently did what he did, and then he meets the right woman and changed for that woman, are you saying that that woman should not
Double standard.
no, what I'm saying is, are you saying that that woman shouldn't trust you? Because it's still the same in terms of pattern of behavior, regardless of you girl or a guy. The pattern of behavior is still consistent. You haven't practiced discipline, right? So to think that you're just going to meet a girl and oh, she just changed my world, and now you've already built a habit of not having to not have sex for her to think that you will, is that stupid on her part to trust that you're going to be faithful in that relationship?
So I believe men and women are different. But yes, to answer your question, to stay consistent, yeah, she'd be stupid. But I think there's a very distinct difference between men and women, and which
How? Please
that's
explain
one
that.
you and I will never agree on. I understand.
No, I can see a woman changing and not doing it before a man can, especially with the way that Marcus is talking about how men's biological nature just prevents them from being faithful. They need more than multiple. So I truly believe that a 304 can change quicker or more so than a man who has a history of being a 304. Absolutely.
Yeah, she'll change when she hit that fucking wall.
There's no such thing as a man 304.
I agree, Marcus.
Just because y'all are all agree on that, don't make it true.
What they agree on, Sarah? Mistaken.
saying that there's no such thing as a male 304.
What?
They called them gigolos back in the day. Y'all just had a different name, different number.
Rolling Stone.
Still wasn't called a male 304. That's my point. Ain't no such thing as a male 304.
I agree with mistaken though. I think the woman has a more a chance of changing, unless it runs in her families. I think that should be running in families too. I think that she has a more she's more prone to changing than he is, because sex is just looked at totally different for men than it is for women. So I do think that for sure. Now that won't change her body count and how many times they've been, but it will. I do think she has an ability to change if she wanted to, for sure.
So
Men, don't you change these hoes. I don't want to have to say this again. Men, don't you change these hoes. We need them out here for the next generation, and some of us might want to participate in her activities too. And if you try to take her off the market, you fucking up the whole market. Leave her alone. Go find you a good woman.
wait, so do
You
y'all
know, have you ever thought that maybe the woman is out because some people have been sexually abused, and the reason, and they acting out sexually because that's what was done to them. And so once they get therapy and get help, then they stop doing these types of things. So you're gonna hold against the person where they were sexually assaulted when they was 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old.
You gotta say SA. Don't say the word.
Okay.
Yeah, use it.
Okay. SA.
Yeah.
SA, that when they were minors, and now they're acting out by going out doing things that were 304 that requires them, but all they need is some help. So you're trying to tell me that this woman has gotten help and she's no longer living this lifestyle, that she shouldn't be given a chance due to no fault of her own?
So all right,
I will say that. Let me say. I will say that dependent on the mentality of the woman, right? Like I said, there are different reasons why people cheat, but her mentality, that some people just view sex like it's not, they have no value to sex. Those women absolutely probably will continue to be 3 or 4s. They might, because we've seen it. Oh, when they do the little interviews on the streets, do women cheat? Yeah, we cheat. You know, that's the mentality, right? They don't see any value in. But there are women who are actually hoeing, but may see value. It's just they're not getting the results that they need. They're not seeing that this is not how you're supposed to move to get the results, that you need to try a different way. And maybe she's not attractive, and that's probably the only way she can get him, you know, or whatever. She can, the man she desires, she can only sleep with him to get him. You understand what I'm saying? So I think it does depend on how that woman views sex, the importance of it. Because it's possible that when the going gets tough and she's no longer interested in him, she may go back to getting that pleasure from different, you know, different men. So I won't say, but I will say that if her mentality is like, she really is a good person, she's like your roommate, she may be trying to just find love. It's possible that she found love and she's like, okay, mission accomplished, I'm done.
Let me put this theory to practice. So if I had met a porn star, right, that used to be a prostitute, and I came and said I was getting married to her, what would you say?
And she changed her ways.
We think she changed her ways.
Okay. You know, that's a hard one, because if she's truly changed, then I don't have a problem with you if that's what you want to do. I'm going to bag you up 100%. If it was me personally, I probably would have to pass on the porn star. I could deal with a woman who sleeps around and gets herself together and gets healed, because like she said, it's so many different reasons why. But to me, when you decide that you want a profession as a porn star, that's out of my atmosphere as far as a mate.
Well, that girl, your roommate, she probably slept with more people than the porn star.
It's a possibility, but it's totally different.
She just didn't get paid for it.
Yeah, she, as a porn star, you put that out for other people to see that you was 3 or 4, right? Versus the other one who is not being videotaped for the world to see, is easier to kind of keep that, you know, between y'all, versus everybody like, oh, isn't that you know, from such and such video? Like, I think that's a little different.
It's the same like men marry strippers. It's actually men who marry strippers. If you think about it, all the people that came to the strip club, including your boys, done saw her, but they see beyond that person that took off their clothes. They did it to, let's say, pay for college. Now, here it is. They are Harvard graduate, gone to law school and paid for all this with stripping, but they haven't slept with anybody.
So wait, you telling me that there's a Harvard graduate stripper that never slept with nobody? Get out of here.
No, I'm talking about slept with the people, the customers. I'm talking about, yeah. There are people who legitimately strip, but did not sleep with their customers that came up in there. They were strictly about their dollars, and that's all that it was. Now, of course, that's the minority, because a lot of them do sleep, but I'm saying that there are actually people strictly one set mind. I need to get my education, and so I'm at the gentleman's club, and this is what I do for a living. But that's not who I am.
Yeah, I'm not letting my son marry a porn star.
Okay, so Aunt Pat, I'm gonna address you point by point, and I'm gonna be a little bit more serious, because you brought up SA, and that's a very serious thing to me, right? I will say it takes a very special man to deal with any woman, whether she was for them streets or not, because of it, any SA survivor. So, bro, this is just to all the men that are listening. If you don't have a ridiculous amount of patience, a ridiculous amount of understanding, and high temperance level, don't break her any further. Just leave her alone.
I definitely agree with that.
That's just me being honest about that. Regarding a stripper, I'm gonna have a little bit more fun with. Bros, it is a small minority of them women that are wifey material. Throw your dollar and leave them alone. Don't you try to wife a stripper and you're going to be the next one on one of these panels talking about how women ain't shit and how women are delusional when your ass was the delusional one trying to wife a stripper. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. And aside from that, if she a baddie, let her keep working so other folks can enjoy her body, please. Don't you take her off the market. Let us enjoy that, please. But when it comes to SA, that's such a serious thing, and I think that it's kind of under talked about, especially in our community. But the unfortunate thing about it is that the reason it's under talked about is because it's hard to talk about. It's hard to listen to. So you've just got to be a different kind of person, period, to deal with anybody who hasn't formally dealt with their SA. And even after that, you still have to be gentle with them. So please get to know your mate, the person you're looking at spouting up, and really try to be more understanding, especially in those types of situations. And I'll end the plane there.